Welcome back to the halftime show here on the PAC Sports Network, and we're joined now by Tim Fusina, head coach of the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets. Coach, thanks for being with us today.
Randy, thanks for having me. I enjoy doing these. It's good seeing
you as well, Coach. Thank you. And the Yellow Jackets off to their best start since the 2001-2002 season, when legendary Coach Rudy Marisa, of course, coached the Yellow Jackets at that time. What's the excitement level for your team to this point in the season with the hot start?
We have a great following. We have great support from our student body, from faculty, staff, the athletic department at large. I mean, there's a lot of excitement around our program right now. It's because of our kids. You know, they play hard. They're doing a really good job. And I mean, our success right now is because of them. So there's a lot of excitement around our program. It's really nice to see because they haven't had that for a long time here.
And a big part of Waynesburg's success has been the defense, leading the conference in field goal percentage defense, tops in three-point percentage defense, and second in scoring defense. Why have the Jackets been so good at taking the sting out of opponents' offenses?
We emphasize it every day. It's something that we've talked about since we started school in August. Talked about if we were going to have a successful year, if we were going to take that next step as a program, and I think we're in the process of doing that right now, it was going to be because we were going to guard people. We're tough. I think we're tough physically. We make it tough on opponents. We're physical on the ball. We're physical jumping to the ball. We're physical with cutters. Yeah, our style our guys buy into that style, which has been very impressive. And we spend a lot of time on it. It's something you emphasize. And I think as a coach, no matter what sport you coach, and what you emphasize, your athletes will follow, hopefully. And, and they've really bought into that end.
After easing him back into the lineup last season following a knee injury, senior guard Matt Popek is once again one of the top scorers in the PAC, knocked down a program record 11 three-pointers in a game against Stevenson, proving he's definitely back. How hard has Popek worked behind the scenes to get back to his elite level?
Oh, my God. He's relentless. And I can't say enough about him as a person, but I can't say enough about his character as well, as far as having that injury to the point that, we weren't really sure if he was going to be able to play again. And last year, and like you said, and I think you used a good word, easing him back in, especially early, because he came back, practiced a little in October. We went home for the break because of the pandemic, came back, and I think he thought he was back to where he was, and we were hoping he was, but he wasn't. And he was able to get himself back in and practice and play a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more to where he is today. It's a testament to his character and his determination. And I think our guys really follow that, follow his leadership. He's not a big speech guy. He's gonna lead by example. He's gonna do his job, and he's gonna expect his teammates to do their job too. So our guys really feed off that. I can't speak enough about Matt's character and his performance so far.
A newcomer to the roster this season is grad student forward Najon Kirkman, who played the 4 years prior at Allegheny College. Second already in the league in rebounding. What does Kirkman's addition do to the inside for the team?
Provided some veteran leadership for us. He's another great person who's a joy to have around in our program, and guys feed off of him as well. He works hard. He understands the game. He understands how to defend inside and how to block out and rebound, as evidenced by his statistics. I mean, he does a great job, and every day comes in, gets guys better, and has been a very good addition to our program. I love having him around in all aspects.
And while Kirkman is new to the team, junior Ryan Feldberg has been a starter since his freshman season for the most part. A coach's son with great knowledge of the game. What kind of veteran presence does he also bring to the table?
Toughness. I think he's one of the best on-ball defenders, if not the best on-ball defender in the league. Does a really good job of keeping the ball in front of him and guarding our opponent's best perimeter player. doesn't back down from anything. Just the level of toughness he brings, and not afraid to hit the paint, not afraid to take it through contact, not afraid to take a big shot. Ryan does a really good job for us. I'm proud of him as well, because he came in as I can't remember what he weighed as a freshman, maybe 145, 150 pounds. I might be even generous there, and dedicated himself in the weight room and to his conditioning and to his nutrition. And I mean, he's gained probably 25, 30 pounds of muscle since the end of his freshman year. So he's someone who, again, guys feed off of and guys look to as an example of what you need to be at this level.
Sophomores Jansen Knotts and Bryson Wilt round out your starting lineup, and both are 2-year starters as well. After outstanding freshman campaigns, how much improvement have you seen from them now in year 2?
Bryson has become more assertive offensively, and that was one of the things we talked about in the offseason, that he was not as assertive as he was in high school when he came here last year for various reasons. And this year he's been more assertive. He takes great shots. He doesn't take bad ones. He's not going to get out of control. He's going to defend probably our opponent's best player, or our opponent's best scorer, I should say. He's going to, again, keep the ball in front of him. He's going to help out rebounding. He's not going to turn it over. He does a really good job. And Jansen has guarded some really good scorers in our league and in the non-conference schedule too. Does a great job rebounding, can score inside, can score outside. Both guys are so versatile, where they're able to score on the perimeter. They're able to take a smaller defender inside and score on him in there. They're a huge, along with Jake Scheit, another sophomore for us. They're cornerstones of that first recruiting class that I think will be instrumental and have already been instrumental in turning our program around from where it was.
And you mentioned Jake Scheit. He's logged major minutes off the bench, has started a couple games as well. And Stephen Eng is a player who's back after missing last season with an injury. How much of an impact are you expecting from those guys? And are there any others that you hope to see some big things from this year, some contributions from?
Yeah, Jake's done a really good job of, again, being more assertive offensively, and he has a better understanding of defensive concepts and how we want to guard, which has enabled him to get on the floor more. Steve he's open of keeping the ball in front of him. And another one who had a pretty bad injury, tore his Achilles last January, couldn't play. And another one of our guys that I'm very proud of for his determination and character, just like Matt, because that's a devastating injury for someone to have. And he's able, he rehabbed hard over the spring and summer and hasn't missed a day since. So he's done outstanding. John Tastinger, a freshman from North Carolina that we ended up getting late in April, late April last spring, has made great improvements defensively and offensively. I expect his time to grow in his time here. Mitchell Price, Jordan Fisher, Zach Ford, who's a senior for us off the bench, a post player who is a true leader for us and guys love to have around. Carson Dennis has been great. Anton Baker has been outstanding as a sophomore, someone, again, who didn't play a lot last year, who's doing a great job rebounding. We have a really good group of guys that are a joy to work with every day.
We talked about the great start for Waynesburg and also the stingy defense for the Yellow Jackets as well. What does the team need to do to keep that early season momentum going throughout the year and make a push for a PAC title?
We have to be consistent offensively every night. I'm convinced right now that our defensive effort will stay at a high level all year because of the time commitment we have to it and the buy-in that our guys have. If we can be consistent offensively, meaning that we're getting great shots and we're screening, we're getting guys open, getting ourselves open as a cutter or a screener, and we can get great shots, play inside out, which will allow us to get some rhythm shots on the perimeter. We should put ourselves in a good position by the end of February.
That's Waynesburg head coach Tim Fusina. Coach, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your time, and good luck to you and the team the rest of the way.
Thanks, Randy. I really appreciate it.
We'll have the second half of today's game when we come back right after this.